Well, good afternoon, and that. It's your boy Celine Driver coming to you today, doing a live stream. If I can get my microphone to behave itself, there we go. Going to be doing a live stream today. My Harvard Crimson, well, not mine, but my my dad's alma mater, my now late father's alma mater. He went to Harvard. I've enjoyed Harvard football for many, many decades. Um, Probably going to be the only one in here because I'm told, why are you streaming the Harvard Columbia game? Nobody cares about Harvard. Well, I don't care that nobody cares. I care. I got nothing better to do. What am I going to do? Stream another game? There's no point to it. Anyway, we're a few minutes from kickoff. I just wanted to go live. And let's see. This is an important game for Harvard. I'm looking at the standings now over on my other screen over here. And, how this works, in case nobody knows, is I can't show the game. I can't even play sound, or else it's copyrighted and I get shut down. And then my channel is in serious jeopardy. But I basically give you my reactions to the game. And right now, in the Ivy League, which is what we're concentrating on here, Princeton is in the lead with a 4-0 conference record, 7-0 overall. Harvard has obviously lost to Princeton by this point. Then you have a three-way tie for second place. Three teams at 3-1 in conference. Penn, Harvard, and Yale. And then all the rest are either 1-3. That would be Cornell, Brown, Dartmouth. And then Columbia, today's opponent for Harvard, is at 0-4 in conference. Now, Harvard, if they want to keep up with Princeton in terms of being able to compete for the Ivy League championship, they need to win this game, obviously. Now, Harvard has, I believe, 3 games left. Let's see. Columbia today, Penn, and Yale. Traditional rivalry game between Harvard and Yale. So they've got to win out, and then they're going to need a little bit of help. So that's where we stand right now with respect to this game. Now, we're still waiting for ESPN to start the feed. It's coming in over ESPN Plus, which most likely means here we go. They started the feed. Hopefully ESPN is in charge of the game today with respect to running the cameras, running the graphics, et cetera, so that we don't get some garbage local group like Neshin or somebody else doing a piss poor job of keeping the fans up with the status of the game. Also, on my iPad over here, I'm following the disaster that is the Florida Texas A&M game. Florida, in typical fashion, is not playing a hell of a lot of defense. Their offense is suspect, but evidently has put some points on the board. I've basically given up on that game for the most part, but I'm going to keep it running just to kind of keep an eye on it and either amuse myself or frustrate myself for it. And it's about to be tied at 17 because A&M just kicked the field goal. So I guess Florida's defense did at least stop them from scoring a touchdown, which they almost never do. So right now, the Harvard Columbia game, they are just running some pregame highlights of. Right now, they're highlighting the Harvard running back, who is pretty good at what he does. Anyway, this game is being played at Harvard Stadium in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I assume it'll be fairly cold up there today compared to, say, um, where I am in Florida. But we're still waiting for the game to get underway. Well, Vic 2 Productions is here. Man was having fun with me over a post a little earlier today. And like I said, Vic, I don't, why would I want to stream the Florida game? You know, it's on the TV. Why bother? I dare to be different. I dare to be different. So, I never give up on the Gators, Vic. I just gave up on that game. So I have it on my iPad. So it's still visible to me in case I really give a damn, which, they're not going to win the game if they're not going to play some defense. So, why bother? Well, let's see. They didn't show the coin toss, but Harvard is going to receive the opening kickoff. The ball got blown off the tee, and judging from the trees around and everything and the flags, it's a fairly windy day in Harvard Stadium. So combine cool, crisp Massachusetts fall weather with a good breeze, and it's probably fairly cold. The opening kickoff goes into the end zone and out for a touchback. So Harvard's going to start first and 10 on their 25. Vic is telling me that A&M isn't playing defense either. Well, that doesn't surprise me. It's two bad teams, Vic. It's a 4-4 Florida against a 3-5 A&M team, and Florida's on the road, so then they're not going to do anything. First snap of the game, Harvard fakes the run, quarterback rolls, keeps it, and runs for. Looks like he got about 5 or 6 out of that one. Fooled the cameraman. The cameraman followed the running back off to the left, and the quarterback kept the ball. Looks like he wanted to throw. Oh, he did throw. It got tipped back to him, and so he just caught the ball and ran it. So, interesting play. Run up the middle while they were running a replay. Run up the middle on 2nd and 2, and the Harvard running back blows through a hole for about 6 or 7 yards, gets the first down. So Harvard salvages a mistake on the first play of the game and picks up 8 yards, and then picks up 6 more on a run up the middle. Shotgun snap. Harvard quarterback throws it, tipped again and intercepted this time. So evidently 2 throws, 2 tip passes, and 1 interception. So not a very good start for the Harvard Crimson. Getting an interception on their side of the 50-yard line, that gives Columbia a very short field, which is not good. But, that's a good object lesson for aspiring defensive linemen out there. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. Good things can happen. So the ball is actually in midfield, so it's right on the 50-yard line. Columbia gets the snap, throws the ball out in the flat, and picks up a quick 5 yards and out of bounds. Columbia's going no huddle, fakes a handoff, rolls out to his right, back to pass, picks up a yard. So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Columbia Lions. I think Columbia still holds the record in college football for the longest losing streak in NCAA history. I think it's well over 50 games. I'll have to look that up. Back pass on 3rd and 4, right over the middle. Guy was wide open. 3rd and 3, they called that. So that should be good enough for a 1st down. It is. Let's see. Vic, you haven't clicked the thumbs up button yet. If you're still here, click the thumbs up button for it. Let's see. 1st and 10 on the Harvard 36-yard line. Shotgun formation for Columbia. Back to pass. Pressure, beats the pressure, throws it up, and out of bounds in the end zone, out of bounds. So incomplete pass. And waiting for them to come back to the line of scrimmage. They had a bit of pressure on him, so I think he might have got hit as he threw that ball. But he threw it so far out of bounds, there was no chance. 2nd and 10. Columbia's in a shotgun. Now they back out of it. Get the play from the sideline. Better hurry up and snap it. Snapped it in time. Run off to the right, off the tackle. Crosses the 30-yard line down to the 28-yard line. Nice little run. Looks like it was about 7 yards. No, 9 yards. They're calling that 9 yards. Okay, so 3rd down and 1. Columbia lines up in a shotgun. Does have one running back in the backfield off to the quarterback left. Runs the ball right up the middle. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. So 1st down for Columbia. Keeps the drive going. Let's see. Ball is spotted at the Harvard 24. Columbia's just chipping away, moving the chains. Quarterback back to pass, loads up, throws towards the end zone, threw it behind the receiver at the 2-yard line and incomplete. Second and 10 for Columbia. Yeah, that was a badly thrown ball. It, threw it well behind him. So 2nd and 10. Pardon me. Shotgun snap, back to pass. No pressure. Tucks it and runs, slides down at the 20-yard line. Maybe the 21, depending on where they spot it. So everyone was covered out in the pattern, so he just gave up on the play and ran the ball. Looks like he got 3 yards, so 3rd and 7 for Columbia coming up. Shotgun formation, twin receivers. They were wide out left and right. Now they tuck in. Blitz coming and sacked. Harvard sacked him. Just ran right around him. No chance for the Columbia quarterback. 4th and 14. Now we're going to line up for a field goal. Let's see. Ball would be spotted at the 36-yard line, so make it a 46-yard attempt by Columbia. Of course, we're not showing the goalpost because of bad camera work. So I have no idea if he gets close. And he is so far wide to the right, it wasn't even funny. I mean, that made wide right by Florida State way back in the day. That was embarrassing, but unfortunately, Harvard was offsides. So they're going to bring the ball 5 yards closer and try it again. They're still 4th down and 9. So field goal attempt again. Because why not? So let's see. Ball spot at the 30, it looks like. So a 40-yard attempt. The wind is blowing right to left, kind of swirling a little bit. Snap is down, kick is away, and wide right again. So 0 for 2 on that one. Jay Shipes is here. Let's go. Oh, fine. Shut up, Jay. Anyway, so still scoreless at Harvard Stadium. They've gone to commercial. Jay, if you're going to clown me, at least click the thumbs up button. At least do that much for me. Nobody will do anything for me on this channel. What can I do? Meanwhile, it looks like while I'm looking at the ads it's all Christmas ads now. Meanwhile, it's 1st and goal for the Gators on the 15-yard line. So after a 5-yard penalty, of course. So I don't know. Still on ads. Gators are 3rd and goal now. Looks like that was an incomplete pass. Oh, it only hit him in the chest. I guess that's why he plays for Florida instead of for somebody else. Jerry Wells is here. Probably, Jerry. Probably a lot of power brokers at a Harvard Columbia game. Anyway, we're still in. Well, we're coming out of an ad now, so let's see what happens. And probably another flag on the Gators, because I think they have like 27 penalties so far in this half. I mean, they started the game with a penalty. I mean, then personal fouls and holdings and pass interferences. This team needs a complete rework. Anyway, okay, Harvard Columbia has come out of commercial. They're showing pictures of the sidelines. I don't think anything's happening right now. No, Florida will not score from 3rd and goal from the 20-yard line. That's just not going to happen. Boy, they do like taking their long breaks in the Ivy League. Okay, Harvard's got the ball back. Let's see if they could actually throw a pass without it being tipped or otherwise messed with. First down from the 22 is a handoff right up the middle. And their star running back goes up the middle for, looks like, gain of 6. Yep, was gain 6. 2nd and 4. Shotgun formation. Snaps the ball back, goes back to pass. Hey, didn't get tipped this time. Complete to the 36-yard line. Well, the Harvard quarterback can actually complete a pass without it being tipped first. Yeah, from what I hear, Jay, all the A&M offense has the flu or something like that. Pretty bad. Harvard is 1st and 10. Run to the left. Picks up about 3, it looks like. Well, Jerry, if that's true, that the A&M offense is basically playing their twos, and Florida's defense can't stop them, then Florida really is a shit team this year. 2nd and 8, shotgun snap, hands the ball off, gains nothing. Maybe a yard, probably got back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, they're saying he didn't gain anything. So 3rd, now they changed it to a gain a yard. Okay. 3rd and 7 for Harvard from the 39-yard line. Harvard's going no huddle. They got twins to the right, twins to the left. Obvious passing down. Quarterback steps back, throws the ball wide open, and he overthrew him. Oh, that's why you play in the in the 1AA league instead of 1A. You can't hit a pass like that. You need to just sit. Absolutely atrocious. He was 5 yards wide open, completely blown coverage, and they couldn't hit him. Punt formation, punts away. Fair catch signaled for and caught at the 16-yard line. So Columbia, who had no trouble moving it down the field for a good part of their first drive, takes over 1st and 10 at their 16-yard line. I'm good, Steve. I don't know why you're a nervous wreck. Well, yeah, that's right. You're a Georgia fan. I think Georgia's going to handle their business eventually. It might be a fairly close game. I think it'll be all right. Now, let's see. And while they were displaying graphics about Harvard's game last week, they missed the first play of the drive. And it went for no gain. No, it went for an 8-yard gain. It was a run play. So 2nd and 2 from the Columbia 24. Shotgun snap. Hands it off to the running back. He started trying to go wide, cut it back up the middle, got, I guess, 3 yards, and should be good for a 1st down. Let's see. 1st and 10 from the Columbia 32. Twin receivers right, twin receivers left, hands the ball off, goes right up the middle. Looks like he got 2 yards, maybe 3. Two yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. God, that's a big guy. Let's see. We've got triple receivers to the right of the quarterback, none to the left, running back in the backfield to the quarterback left, shotgun, blitz coming from Harvard, and sacked. Quarterback danced around a little bit, but he just couldn't avoid the coverage. I call that a coverage sack. And that would be a loss of 5. So 3rd and 13 coming up. that was a pass out to the right. And I think he probably gained 5. He needed 13. So 4th down and 7 coming up. Guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me. So punt formation for Columbia on 4th and 7. Let's see, snap is back. Kick is away. Looks like he shanked it a little bit. But he got a good Columbia bounce, and it's out of bounds at the, looks like the Harvard 20. So 1st and 10 for Harvard at their own 20-yard line. It looked like a shank, but it was actually not a bad kick. So we went to commercial. Trying to pump up the Ivy League. I noticed they don't show a lot of swimming in these hype videos, probably because they don't want to accidentally catch the he-she that defrauded college swimming. But what do I know? Oh, hell yeah, Jerry. I would go to a Harvard game. I do intend to go to a Harvard game at some point in my life. I'd love to go to the Harvard-Yale game. Obviously not going to be this year. Maybe I might try and make that happen the next year or two. I don't want to go by myself, though, so I probably want to have somebody go with me. I don't think my mom would want to go with me. She's kind of getting up there a little bit. Maybe one of my daughters would go with me. I don't know. We'll see. Matt Dumit, good to see you, sir. Dolphins medical staff. It takes real dedication to the live stream for 3 people. Salute to you. I don't care how many people on here. I'm grateful that there are 5. Now there's 5 people in here. Click that thumbs up, guys, gals, whatever. I entertain myself. But yeah, I definitely want to go to a Harvard game. Harvard, Yale. I like maybe a Harvard Brown game because I hate Brown. That's mostly down to that's where my sister went to school because she is the perfect Marxist, and the perfect Marxist needs to be trained at the perfect Marxist school, which is Brown University. So I don't know. I will get to one eventually. It's cold up there. No, I have not talked to my sister since 2009. And I'm proud of that. And not only am I proud of that, I don't intend to talk to her for the rest of my life because I have no use for her. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I'm I try to be entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate that too. I don't know about more knowledgeable, but I enjoy what I'm doing. No, she doesn't talk to my mom either. In fact, she hasn't even called to find out, when her father died recently. Not a word. Not a word. It's like we don't exist for her anymore. No, Jay, I wouldn't say that I hold grudges. I generally don't, but the things that my sister has done to myself and my parents is not something that is forgivable. So, no. Harvard actually got an offsides penalty. Columbia got an offsides penalty, so it's 1st and 5 to start the Harvard drive after that punt. And there was an illegal motion on the next play, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 again. So, oh, looky. Texas A&M punted the ball. That must mean that either the defense held them, which is doubtful, or more likely Texas A&M shot themselves in the foot. Okay, so we're 1st and 10 at the Harvard 20. Harvard is in a shotgun formation. You have twins to the right, single receiver left, back to pass, throws a little pass in the flat for 3 yards. The receiver basically fell down as he caught it, so whatever. So 2nd and 7 coming up for Harvard at their own 23. And shotgun snap, hands it off to the running back, tries to go to the outside, couldn't turn the corner, and got dropped at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 7 coming up. And the Uncle Lou has come in to troll me. Well, that's fine. I would say the post office, Lou. Actually, FedEx is worse than both of them. 3rd and 8. I'm sorry. Swing pass out to the right. Caught, but tackled, I believe, is going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down. No, they gave it to him. Son of a bitch. I'm wrong. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. 1st and 10 for Harvard. How about that? I thought they got him a little short. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. Who wants to go deep, goes deep, caught! Run! Run, you bastard! Oh, where did they spot that? That had to be at least a 40-yarder. Good pitch and catch there. That was a good touch pass. Just dropped it in right over the defender and caught, and then a little bit of yak, and then while they were showing the highlight and the idiotic ESPN graphic, they missed the entire next play, which was a run off to left, which looks like it's going to be negated by a flag, which is most likely going to be a hold on Harvard. No, chop block. Oh, a chop block on Columbia. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's going to hurt. 1st down. That puts them well into the red zone and puts Harvard on the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for Harvard in a scoreless tie, by the way. It's still scoreless. Hey, Lou, if you're going to troll me, at least click the thumbs up button for me. Would you, buddy? Appreciate it. 1st and goal from the 6. 6 handoff. Gets blown up in the backfield. He lost 4 yards on that one. Well, if you're going to run the ball, you at least got to block for the guy. So, what can I say? I think Harvard and Yale this year, Lou, are pretty evenly matched, actually. I'm kind of hoping that Harvard would win the game, but they're fairly evenly matched. Could be a close game. We'll find out in about 2 weeks. Let's see. 2nd and 8, or 2nd and goal from the 8. Shotgun snap, back to pass, rolling, running, and got forced out of bounds. No, at least he didn't take a sack. Uh, that's a good question, Jay. Jay asked, "Do I think Yale and Harvard suffered the hardest when college football stopped using leather for helmets?" Probably not as much as Lehigh and Lafayette, but so that was a no gain, unfortunately. So it's 3rd and goal from the 8, back to pass, throws the ball towards the corner, caught, signal it, you bastard, touchdown, yeah. Nice little pass to the left corner of the end zone. Just dropped it right in. So touchdown, Harvard, with 1:38 left in the first quarter. And we're showing the replay. Yep. Just got position on the defender and outleaped him for it. Good job. Good job. Neither team could beat Florida. I'm sorry. Even though Florida is in complete disarray, neither one of them are going to beat Florida. A&M's going to beat Florida, but Harvard or Yale is not going to beat Florida. Although Harvard does have a pretty good running game. So the extra point was up and good. So now it is 7-0 Harvard over Columbia. About 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Lou, why aren't you streaming? Shouldn't you be streaming or something, you know? No defense. Absolutely no defense. It's pathetic. Let's see. Leather for helmets. Oh, well. I'm sure I'm pretty sure if you looked at Harvard or Yale trophy case, it would be a study in old-timey football trophies. Uncle Lou says he can't compete with me. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. What watch you wearing today, Lou? Who's that guy who played Doogie Howser, MD? He's doing Hello Fresh ads now. That's kind of pathetic, really, when you think about it. I've never tried one of those, ship you pre-made, pre-done meals in boxes thing. I don't know anybody who has. Whenever I try and have food shipped to me, it always seems to go completely wrong. Northwestern's playing tough. Lou wears watches. I helped him get a couple of watches. Yeah, he was late with the hype and hate video, wasn't it? But that was fun though. That was a good video. And Alex Mid. Alex. Yeah, okay. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Looks like a hurricane at Ohio State. It looks like it's pretty windy up north today. It's pretty windy at Cambridge. The ball keeps blowing off the tee whenever they try and do a kickoff. Oh, Jerry is one of those people who did one of those food places like Hello Fresh or whatever. Yeah, I heard that prices went up pretty significantly recently. Game day, all pick the Vols, huh? I don't know about that. I think I think they all might be wrong. Let's see. Lining up for the kickoff, they got to have a holder because the wind is blowing so hard. So Harvard's kicking off to Columbia now. Kick is away into the end zone and touchback. That doesn't surprise me. Mostly in the Ivy League, they don't bother running the ball out because I guess they're afraid they're going to get hurt. Going to be windy here in Florida in the middle of next week. It looks like we have a little tropical system on the east coast of Florida. It looks like it's going to be pretty ugly. So, by the way, this is according to this graphic here. This is the 80th time meeting for Harvard versus Columbia, going all the way back to 1877. Let's see. First down play, missed tackle, which would have been a tackle for loss by Harvard, but he only gains 2 yards on the run. Vic 2's back. Luke Bryan picked Georgia. Okay. Let's see. So 2nd and 8 for Columbia from their own 27. Shotgun snap upcoming. Bad camera angle switches to a good camera angle. Deep ball. And he caught that just like that. Oh, he caught it all the way down to like the 25-yard line of Harvard. He laid out for that one pretty good too. So good catch by the Columbia receiver. Good throw too. The only person who had a chance for it was the Columbia receiver. Now I think they get him down about the 30. Running play, only gained 2. Jay Sipes says it feels like a hurricane in Orlando. That's too bad. So 2nd and 8 coming up for Columbia. It's getting close to the red zone. And running play started up the middle. He broke it to the outside. Tripped up by Harvard. Looks like he fumbled the ball and Harvard recovered, but they're calling him down. I don't know if they'll review that. Looks like Florida and A&M are about to go to the half. Florida already has 8 penalties according to the graphic here in the game, and they're only at halftime. Looked like a broken play to me, which is typical for Florida. Yep, that's a broken play. Harvard game went to commercial. Typical ESPN Plus fashion. They just cut away. They didn't fade out or do anything fancy. They said, fuck it, we'll just drop the feed. So Florida looks like they've given up on the rest of the half. So Florida's going to go into the halftime trailing 24-20. Honestly, I didn't think Florida would score 20 points in the entire game. So I guess that's pretty good. So yay for the Gators. They scored 20 points. Big fucking deal. Let's see. Jay Shipe says he went to 10th grade with Luke Bryan. Not sure who Luke Bryan is. I guess he's a singer or something. Now they're showing highlights. And look at Northwestern. Look at all, scoring and everything. So who knew Northwestern and Ohio State would be a close game? I wouldn't have called that. Kickoff return for a touchdown by TCU. You don't see a lot of that either, do you? That's something I'd like to see is touchdown passes. That would be nice. ESPN still says they're in a commercial break, so I don't get it. All right, they're coming out of commercial break. That's a long ass commercial break. What the hell, guys? Okay, well, looks like they decided to start playing football again, which is kind of amusing considering that's why we're all here. Oh, and my little screen is filled with Dan Mullen. Shut up, you moron. Ugh. Okay, 3rd down and 5 for Columbia on their own 25 yard, no, Harvard 25 yard. Running play, get blown up in the backfield, so loss of 2 yards on that one. Brings up 4th down and 7 at the Harvard 27. So looks like it's going to be field goal time. So if they're on a 27, spot the ball at the 35, make it a 45-yard field goal attempt, right? Well, this guy was wide right on his first shot. Waiting for the snap. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's good. He got it through that time. So 3 points for the Columbia Lions. So it's 7-3. Oh, it was the end of the quarter. That's why they dragged that out for so long. I'm going to look something up real quick since I said something earlier. Okay, longest losing streak in college football at the Division I level is Northwestern at 34 games. I'm still trying to find that. Meanwhile, we're waiting for a kickoff by Columbia. They're kicking off from the 40. They're not even bothering to try it. They've already got one guy down holding the ball. And it goes through the end zone for a touchback. So I was wrong. Columbia did have the longest losing streak in college football history between 83 and 88. They lost 44 games. But Prairie View A&M broke the record with an 80-game losing streak from 1989 to 1998. So Columbia had one of the longest losing streaks in college football history. So we'll go with that. Looks like Harvard was offsides or procedure or something. So 1st and 15 from the 20-yard line, and ran a running play to the right, and picked up, looks like 8 or 9 yards. No, 12 yards. I got to do better with this spotting. So 2nd and 3. So good run by the Harvard running back. Gave it back to him, this time running to the left. Unfortunately, that play kind of got blown up in the backfield. I think he managed to, he lost 1 yard. So 3rd and 4 coming up for Harvard. And faked the pass, ran the ball up the middle. Didn't get it. I think he's about a yard short. So 4th and 1 coming up. Jay Shipe says he's leaving work. Dogs lose out when I work when they play. Well, good luck. Yeah, Harvard in punt formation, 4th and 1. Kick is away. And fair catch at the 26 of Columbia, it looks like. Yep, 26. Commercial break for the Harvard game. Still at halftime at the Florida game, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know why in this Ivy League hype video that they don't show, the he-she winning the college swimming title. I thought they were all proud of that the he-she set all those records and won all those swimming meets and everything. But they won't show it. So I don't know. I guess they're not as proud of the he-she as we thought they were. But they will show BLM videos. I got it's the one thing I really dislike about these live streams of the Harvard games is these idiotic Marxist garbage PSAs. It's just, they irk me. But I guess that's what they're supposed to do. Jerry Wells says farce. Well, there's all kinds of farces in the Ivy League. Pick one. Now we're just showing a bunch of players roaming around waiting for something. Meanwhile, there's an ad running in on ESPN that I have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, gross. Anyway, back to the important thing. First play of the Columbia drive is a pass off to the left in the flat that picked up a good 15 or so yards because, well, why bother playing defense, right, guys? Come on. Got all the way out to the Columbia 32, back to pass again, under pressure, rolls away from it. Now he's going to tuck and run. Got tripped up before he could do a lot of damage. And looks at the guy that tripped him up and said, "How dare you hit me? This is the Ivy League. We don't hit quarterbacks. We don't tackle." Anyway. Oh, he got pissed off because he slapped the ball out of his hands, I guess. Nonsense. He still lost a yard, evidently. So 2nd and 12 from the Columbia 31-yard line. Shotgun formation, triples to the right. Running play, right up the middle, picked up 4 yards. Got about 11 and a half minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap. Quarterback's pointing at the Harvard line like they did something wrong and he's not going to get it, so he's going to throw a little egalitarian fit. Pardon. Snap, blitz coming, picked up. Pass was caught, but looks like it was only a gain of a yard, so 4th down and 5 coming up. He wasn't even close. No, I'm sorry. They gave him a few yards, but still, it's a 4th and 2. So they're going to kick the ball, I should think. Good one-handed catch. I got to give him that, but he wasn't anywhere close to the stick. Punt formation. There was an illegal motion. They didn't catch. Kick is away. Harvard player lets it bounce. Bouncing down at the 7-yard line of Harvard. Okay, first attempt for Harvard from their own 7. Run up the middle. And running back got away and picked up, looks like 5 or 6. Looked like a late hit by one of the Columbia players, but they didn't catch it. See, 2nd and 4. Snap is back to pass. Complete, dropped. He had him, hit him right in the hands, right over the middle. Would have been easily a 1st down, but receiver dropped it. Referee was saying something, but I have no idea what. Probably announcing that there'll be a meeting of the Harvard and Columbia Marxist Improvement Society later on today. Anyway, 3rd and 4, fakes a handoff, pass over the middle, dropped it. He beat the blitz, but couldn't complete the pass. So 4th and 4, obvious punt formation. Basically going to punt the ball from his goal line. Snap is back, kick is away. Not a very good kick. Caught at midfield, beat the first tackle, couldn't beat the second one. Looks like they're going to start from the Harvard 45-yard line. About 9 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. And we've gone to another commercial. At least it's not a commercial for, another one of those idiotic Ivy League PSAs. Pardon me. Ain't nobody out there talking to me right now. That's okay. Anyway, still waiting for commercial. Got a nice little ad here for something called Zazzle with a nice, perfect button pushing not button pushing, box checking ad, if you know what I mean. And now another ad for something which had Neil Patrick Harris on it. I guess his guy friend, and that checked it. That checks boxes too. So it's perfect. It looks like we're about to come back to playing some football here in a minute. Let's see, where do they spot the ball? It looks like it's on the Harvard side of midfield. Yep, right at the Harvard 45, 1st and 10. Lining up for a shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Blitz coming. He beats it. And the receiver was turned around. He was facing the wrong direction. He's begging for a flag, isn't going to get it. Like every other receiver at any level of football, they're all divas. They're all whining and bitching. So shut up. You weren't interfered with. Line up, do it again. Okay, 2nd and 10 coming up. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, shotgun, snap, blitz coming. They pick it up very nicely. Pass over the middle is complete. And the same diva that was whining a second ago caught a pass, and because none of these divas can act like they've been there before. And while they were showing replay of the last play, they missed the next play, which was an incomplete pass. So we're back to 2nd and 10 now for Columbia. Not sure where the ball is just yet. If they could show a shot of overhead, that would be helpful. They're at the Harvard 26, back to pass, throws it up, overthrew everybody, incomplete, 3rd down 10, flag on the play. Would have to be against Harvard, of course. They're in the lead. Since we're in the egalitarian Ivy League, yep, it's an offsides against Harvard, which is typical. So it will be, 2nd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation, single receiver to the left, triples in a bunch formation, and they run the ball right up the middle, and they dropped them at the 2-yard line. So Harvard was in the wrong defense and got ripped for about a 20-yard running play. Oh, watch 6-2. How you doing, man? Yep, college football Saturday. Oh, they finally called a penalty on Columbia. Illegal shift or illegal procedure or something. So it was 1st and goal from the 7. It's now 1st and goal from the 12, which helps. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button for me there, Watch. I appreciate it. So 1st and goal. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was 1st and goal from the 2. Now it's 1st and goal from the 7. My bad. Running play up the middle, only gained a yard. And now it is 2nd and 6 from the 2nd goal from the 6. Shotgun snap, back to pass, floats it into the end zone, caught, touchdown Columbia. Because why not? Oh, touchdown Gators. Receiver got hurt, but touchdown, 19-yard touchdown pass by Richardson. Huh, how about that? I think he landed on his elbow. That has to hurt. Right in the trash can, Vic? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Extra point is up and good, so Columbia now has a 10-7 lead over Harvard. About 7.5 minutes left in the in the second quarter. So, oh, okay. Well, I didn't really see the whole play, Vic. I just saw the end of it, which was a touchdown pass. Well, I don't know. That looked like a pretty nifty grab. It looked like he one-handed it. He was being held. Oh, hey, a touchdown pass is a touchdown pass, right? Well, looking at a shot shows Harvard Stadium is about 60% empty. Oh, well. Okay, kickoff by Columbia. Looks like a kick into the end zone. He's going to bring it out. Holy shit. Oh, run, baby, run. That's a late hit out of bounds. That should be a flag. But there isn't. But still, good run out. He's about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Ran it out. I don't see where it's spotted yet, so let's find out. So Harvard takes over. Let's see. We don't care about this shot, guys. This shot about somebody jerking off with his whiteboard. So 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line, run up the middle, gains 3 or 4. Clock's running, just a little under 7 minutes left. So that was a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. Harvard needs to put a drive together now. Run up the middle again. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. 3rd tackle got him, but he got out to the 39-yard line. 1st down for Harvard. Getting the play in from the sideline. Okay, shotgun formation. Motion man first left and then right again. Fakes a handoff, throws out in the flat, wide open, tight end. Gains 11 yards. Crosses midfield. He's in Columbia territory now on the 49-yard line. 1st down. Here we go. Starting to move a little bit. See, fake the reverse, fake an end around, throws the ball up. Flag. Yeah, come on. He was interfering. Stop it. Stop it. You ran right in front of him and tackled him. Pass interference, Columbia. That's right. Stop it now. You're whining and bitching for no reason. You ran right into him. So that gives Harvard a 1st and 10 on the Columbia 34-yard line. Coach is bitching and moaning, but your player ran into the Harvard receiver. You can't do that. And that was a running play that got blowed up in the backfield. Looks like he either got back to the line of scrimmage or lost the yard. He lost the yard. Gotta do better, guys. Now you're behind the sticks again. Okay, shotgun formation, trips to the right. Checking off at the line. Shifts the running back. Back to pass. Throws it wide open right up the middle. He's still going. Just fall at this point. Fall. Thank you. Red zone. Got it down to, looks like the 13-yard line of Columbia. Meanwhile, it looks like Florida's actually trying to play some defense. Holy shit. Anyway, shotgun, 1st and 10. Runs to the left. Cuts it back up the middle. Still going. Still bouncing off people all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Sucknuts took the lead over Northwestern. Big Ball Daddy. My friend, how you doing, my friend? How you be? Good to see you, sir. Running play right up the middle. Got down to the 1-yard line. Falls out. Shit. Columbia recovers. Nope. Harvard recovers. Who got the ball? Columbia got the ball. Great. They were about to score, and their star running back coughs the ball up on the 1-yard line. Nice play, guys. Really helpful. Or was he down? He might have been down. I think they're going to review that one. Hey, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me. Why do I look fuzzy? Hello, camera. Wake up. Do your job. If you haven't already done so, please click that thumbs up. That does help me out a lot. I'd like to see if I could get some more of those. Somebody needs to control the Columbia head coach. He's losing his friggin' mind. Meanwhile, they haven't showed a replay of what they're reviewing. Here we go. Okay, running back goes into the pile. He's down right there. He's down. And then the ball comes out. He's down by contact. He's down on the ground. Come on, guys. That needs to be overturned. Excuse me. I got to fix my camera here. Ugh. I think they're reviewing this. I mean, there's a lot of people milling around, but the camera crew can't seem to find the referee and see if he's reviewing the play or not. They're just showing the coaches, they're showing the field judge, they're showing the linemen, they're showing, there's the referee. I can't hear what he's saying, but it looks like, yep. They gave it back to Harvard because he was clearly down on his back when the ball came out. Obviously, the Columbia coach doesn't like it, but now it's 2nd and goal from the, looks like either the 1.5 or the 2. But Harvard dodged the bullet there. They replay clearly showed it was not a fumble. Runs in, running back, touchdown. Same running back that fumbled, they gave him the ball back again. and he scores. The Harvard Crimson have retaken the lead after a bad call was reversed. There's about 3:48 left in the first half. I mean, we're still in the first half of this game, guys. I mean, pretty bad. Trying to get my camera to refocus here. It won't do it. And the extra point is up and good. Harvard now leads 14-10. I can't get my camera to refocus. Focus. 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 There we go. Better. A little better. So I have in here, or had, or might still have in here, in the chat, which is not really functioning, nobody's really chatting. I've had both Georgia and now Tennessee fans in here. So, but nobody's talking about the big game coming up in about an hour or so. And now we're showing that same PSA again about, Black Lives Matter. I thought all lives mattered. No, seriously, I thought all lives matter, because we're all people. Doesn't matter what color you are, we're all, human beings. All our lives are supposed to matter in the eyes of our Creator. No one is more important than the other. But hey, that's the way it is, right? Still in an ad for the Harvard Columbia game. The Florida Texas A&M game is still running, but I don't know. Anyway, okay, coming out of commercial now, they're showing a beautiful shot of the skyline of Boston, so that's nice. Steve Pearson is still in here. No, yeah, definitely. I'm glad you're here, sir. Do try and relax. I mean, this is a big game for Georgia, big game for Tennessee too. So, okay, Harvard and Columbia are coming off their respective sidelines. I gotta say, this is a very slow paced game. I mean, it started at 1:00 and it's now 2:20, and they haven't even finished the first half yet. So the game just feels like it's slow. Anyway, they're all screwing around before the kickoff here. Can't focus on the early games. I understand. And the ball falls off the tee again. It's very windy at Cambridge in Cambridge right now. And the kick is away and through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, Columbia has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass. He's rolling to the right, rolling, throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by the Harvard line. So it'd be 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to pass. Complete. No tackling. Ball's out. Fall on it. Just fall on it, son of a bitch. First down, Harvard. Just popped the ball right out, and Harvard player grabbed it and fell down, which is what you're supposed to do. Possession is more important than a highlight film on some local business, some local channel. Pop, boink. Helmet right on the ball. Fall on it. There you go. So Harvard gets the ball right around midfield. Where's the ball at? No, inside their 40, actually. Running play up the middle. Breaks a good one. Looks like he got about 7 or 8 yards on that one. Got 8 yards on that one. 2nd and 2. Snaps the ball. Running play again. Same direction. Got enough for a first down before he was, rather roughly tackled there. He just kind of hit him in the gut and lifted him up and planted him. Meanwhile, Richardson got his helmet knocked off, so he's out of the game for a play. 1st and 10 for Harvard. Back to pass. And he tucks it and runs it because nobody was open. Runs out of bounds. Looks like he picked up 7 or 8 yards on that one. Something out of nothing, right? Something out of nothing. Second and 2 from the Columbia 24. Handoff right up the middle. Big hole. Gets it down there. Looks like the Columbia 15. Ooh, that guard just trucked that linebacker. Nice block. Ball's at the Columbia 15, 1st and 10. Handoff. Fake the handoff. Quarterback rolls out to the left. Looks like he picked up 3. Little misdirection there. Fake the handoff up the middle. Quarterback rolls around to the left. I didn't pick up as much as he would have liked to, but I only gave him 2. Okay, well, 2nd and 2 from 13. They're well into the red zone, so they're threatening to score again, which don't hurt my feelings. Back to pass. Floats one up into the end zone. Almost picked off. Bad throw by the Harvard quarterback. He just floated that thing up there like a dying quail. He's lucky it wasn't picked off in the end zone. Not a good decision. 3rd and 8 coming up. And hell, the receiver didn't even turn around and look for it. Timeout, Harvard. Okay. Got about a minute 37 left in the first half. Harvard takes its first timeout. 3rd and 8 on the 13-yard line of Columbia. You want to make sure you call the right play here. I don't know the DVD is still in here. I don't think he is. I think everyone left except for you, Jerry. Let's face it, this isn't the most exciting game that is streaming out there. Meanwhile, Florida is driving, so I think the drive is about to stall out. No. Oh, we got a first down. Son of a bitch. That was ETN. He didn't give up on the play. He just kept working to the outside until he found a place to go. Got the first down. That's all that matters. Oh well. It's about 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter in the Florida game. We're still in commercial on the Harvard game. One of those silly, chewy commercials. Second and 10 for Florida. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Throws the ball. Touchdown? No, incomplete. Oh, well. Oh, that was a Kardashian in that ad. The mama pimp Kardashian. TCU not doing themselves any favors today, huh? Oh, well. Not a team I care about, really, but other than I like their uniform. That purple helmet is pretty cool looking. 3rd and 10 for Florida. Somebody called a timeout, I guess. Anyway. So 3rd and 8, they've come out of commercial. 3rd and 8 for Harvard on the Columbia 13-yard line. Shotgun formation upcoming. You got twins to the right, single receiver left, running back to the quarterback's left in the backfield. Now the receiver on the left side comes into motion on the right, making it trips to the right. Blitz coming. Harvard picks it up. Had a guy over the middle, but incomplete, broken up by the safety. So 4th and 8. Looks like field goal time for the Harvard Crimson. Yep. Spot the ball at the 20, so it is a 30-yard field goal upcoming. This should be a very makeable game kick. Come on. Snap is down. Kick is up. And right down Boylston Street. Is good. Harvard is up 17-10 with 1 minute 26 seconds left in the first half. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Now let's see other Ivy League scores up. Yale 66-10. I missed the other ones. Well, Brown is such a bad 66-10 over Brown. It's still in the third quarter. Hell, Yale could score 80 on Brown at the rate they're going. All right, kickoff coming up from the 40-yard line. And Total Leather gets to the goal line, and he decides to run it out. I thought he downed it right there, but it was on the goal line, so he got out to the 22. I don't know. He might have gotten away with one there. His knee was outside the goal line. They could have nailed him for it right there. Holding on Columbia during the kickoff. So I'll back him up 10 yards. All right. No, backed them up a little more. So, yeah, 10 yards. So that puts the ball on the 8-yard line of Columbia with 1:20 left in the half. I suspect Columbia won't do much here. Running up the middle for 3 yards. Looks like Florida scored. Yeah, Florida scored a touchdown pass. Not the best throw in the world, but they scored. And Columbia runs up the middle again. Basically, it was a give up. This is a give up drive because there's less than 30 seconds left in the half. So, and they were deep in their territory. So they're basically going to give up, go into the half down 17-10. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the first half for the Harvard Columbia game. Well, since that game has gone to halftime, I think I will switch over to the Florida game, although I don't know why. Because that game's still going. It's about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Florida's up by 10, shockingly. Kentucky's beating Missouri 14-9. Everyone said Kentucky was going to be the second best team in the East, or maybe even contend for the East. They don't show me much, although they beat us, but whatever. Okay, so Florida is ahead of Texas A&M 34-24. Watch. The minute I start watching the game for real, Florida falls apart because that's just the way things are. And on their first play of this drive, they immediately pick up 5 yards on a pass. Almost threw an interception. Oh, picked up 4 yards. Okay, so it's 3rd and 6. He was throwing off his back foot. That thing almost got intercepted, but it was out of bounds. Wouldn't it be nice if Florida actually showed a little defense for, a whole game? That might be beyond impressive, considering they haven't played any defense since like 4 years now. 3rd and 6, they blitz, incomplete. Oh, Florida defense holds. 4th and 6. Jimbo don't look too happy, does he? That don't upset me much. Oh, looks like the referee kind of got in the way there. Umpire. Well, Guy, you've been playing football since probably you were a little kid. You know that there's an umpire in the middle of the field. You have to account for him, don't you? There was a penalty on A&M, made it 4th and 10 instead of 4th and 6, but okay. Punt is away. Good roll for the Aggies. Got it all the way down to the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10, Florida from their 21. We'll see what they can do with it, if anything. I take nothing for granted from the 2022 Florida Gators. Nothing. Now, I picked them to lose this game. I did. I picked them to. I haven't consistently picked them to lose to A&M the whole year. So, if Florida somehow manages to beat A&M, no one's going to be more surprised than me. Richardson's back to pass after faking a handoff, throws a bubble screen out there with nobody to block for him. Manages to gain 8 yards before he was rather heavily hauled down. But that would be second and 2 on that one. Lines up in the shotgun, gets the ball. Another bubble screen. This time he gets the first down, picked up like 5. Hey, keep the chains moving. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I know A&M is playing a lot of backups and everything because of flu and injuries, but in my mind, that just puts more pressure on Florida, because if Florida with their number ones can't beat A&M's number twos, then that says a lot about Florida, unfortunately. Running play up the middle, picks up 5, 4 or 5, I'm not sure which. Good run by Johnson right up the middle. But Jerry, Florida somehow manages to win this game. I'll take the win. Wins ain't easy to come by when you don't play defense. Fake the run, pass over the middle, caught, first down. Good grab by Francois, whatever the fuck his name is. Okay. Triple receivers to the left, none to the right. Richardson calling for the ball, running play, flea flicker. Ain't going to amount to much. Overthrows the entire stadium. I don't think he fooled anybody. They're going to call grounding? They're not going to call grounding. They are going to call grounding. Yep, they're going to call grounding because that's just the way it goes when you're a Florida Gator. You're going to argue it to no avail, Billy. They ain't going to reverse the call. So 10 yards penalty, loss of down, now 2nd and 20. That should kill this drive nicely. Or maybe not. Pass over the middle, caught, fumbled, regained by Purcell managed to get the first down, or close. Yep, got the first down. 47 seconds left in the third quarter and counting. Ball's on the Texas A&M 36, 1st and 10. Gets the snap, hands the ball off, right up the middle, big hole. One guy to beat, didn't beat him. Nice run by Johnson Jr. Big hole. I mean, right up the middle, just blew it open. There was one guy left to beat. Hands the ball off to Johnson, got blown up in the backfield. This time didn't go anywhere. He had triple receivers to the left and hands the ball off to Johnson and didn't go anywhere. End of the third quarter for Florida. Fourth quarter coming up for them. Cue the one back down. Oh boy. Excuse me for a minute. I get something else to drink. Be right back. There we go. All right. Let's check the Harvard game. See if they're still in. Okay, they're about to start the fourth quarter in the Florida Texas A&M game. 2nd and 12 for Florida. Run right up the middle. Got tripped up. Looks like he gained about 5 or 6. Meanwhile, there's an ad on the Harvard Columbia game, so I don't know if the game is out of commercial yet or out of the half yet. 3rd and 9 for Florida. They're in the red zone. I mean, they could score here, at least get a field goal. So hopefully Richardson doesn't do anything stupid and gives up at least a field goal. And play was blown dead. Why? Timeout, Florida? Yep. Let's see, TCU got a touchdown. Huh. TCU is now leading. Somebody mentioned Steve Pearson mentioned TCU. Well, they're up 20 to whatever, 20 to 17, 24, whatever it was. So it's 3rd and 9. Florida called a timeout there before that play got run. I think Florida can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Vic, yeah, you did tell me not to give up on the game. But, I was going to be streaming the game anyway, so I wasn't going to be concentrating on the Florida game when I was streaming the Harvard game. And incomplete pass. Looked like it was offsides on A&M, but they didn't call it. So incomplete in the end zone. So 4th and 9 coming. So field goal attempt by Florida is coming up. So there's an ad running for something called Shutterfly, which I don't know what the fuck it is, but evidently Mama Pimp Kardashian is the spokesperson. And that was no good. Missed off to the left. So Florida leaves points on the field and refuses to pull away from Texas A&M. So, Florida's giving up on the game, Vic. Never mind what I did about the Florida game. Florida gave up on the game. So, Now you got to rely on your defense to not let A&M score. Oh, that always works out real well for Florida with the ghost of Todd Grantham hanging around, relying on our defense to help us win a game. Yeah, that'll work out great. Crikey. Pardon me. I'm such an uncouth pig. Okay, well, they still haven't come back from halftime for the Harvard game yet. They're still playing hype videos and stuff like that, but it's all right. Let's see, we're about 35 minutes from the big kickoff later today of the Georgia-Tennessee game. That should be a good game. What is this McDonald's is advertising? The McRib farewell tour. I don't know about anyone else, but I've had a McRib sandwich or two, and they're not good. They're not good at all. They don't taste like anything resembling meat. They really don't. Ugh. I mean, if they're going to make a hype video about Harvard women's hockey, at least find a player that looks pretty for your hype video, or if no other for no other reason, hire a pretty model. Because the girl they put in that commercial, the face that launched 1,000 longer faces. Jerry Wells agrees with me. No use for a McRib. No, that's not food, man. There goes my camera again. Come on, camera. There we go. McRibs are not food. It's like Taco Bell is not food. Yeah, I saw that same video on YouTube about how a McRib is made. That ain't right. So Florida's not going to play defense anymore, it seems. So that game is over. Still in commercial or halftime or whatever for the Harvard game. We're still waiting on that. Yeah, does anybody know what McRibs are actually made out of? Because you bite into one of those things, it doesn't have the texture of meat. It has a texture of shredded plastic. I mean, it's horrible. So not going to be sad to see it go away. That doesn't sound good. Pork fat, pork parts, chicken scraps, salt, water. All pressed into a mold. Yuck. Terrible. Yeah, they had one guy I saw. He did a whole series of videos showing how they make the various things on the menu of Taco Bell. That didn't look very good either. Nope, Florida's not playing defense anymore. Sorry, Mike Vick. If you're still here, I told you so. They're going to let this third-rate quarterback drive right down the field on him and score a touchdown. And the next game they play is against South Carolina. That's not going to work out very well either. No tackling, no run defense, nothing. Just let that guy run for 11 yards, and he broke 4 tackles to do it. Let's see. They're getting close on the Harvard game. They're showing highlights. A&M is sort of stalling out near the red zone. But 3rd and long now is coming up. But Florida will let them run right through them again. 3rd and 7. So let's see. The Ivy League, other scores 69-10, Yale over Brown. Princeton 17-7 over Dartmouth. Penn 21-7 over Cornell. And something happened. Florida came out of the pile with a ball. And the referee just signaled first down Florida. So did the Florida defense actually do something right? They're lining up for a kickoff in Cambridge. Let's see. Florida came on a blitz. Oh! Sacked him. Ball came out. So sack fumble. The Florida defense did something right. Kickoff by Harvard to Columbia to start the second half. Goes out of the back of the end zone. So Florida averts a score by A&M by actually playing a little bit of defense. All right, Columbia lines up 1st and 10 on the 25, hands the ball off around the left side, and the running back rips off an 8-yard run. A little bit of a scuffle between a downfield lineman and a linebacker. But there's no such thing as violence in the Ivy League. So, never mind. 2nd and 3. Runs the ball up the middle this time. Gets stuck. Maybe a 1-yard gain, but Harvard linebacker just filled that A gap and just stood him up and knocked him down. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Shotgun, back to pass, complete on the left side. Only picked up about 3 yards, but he only needed 2. 1st down, Columbia. Harvard's changing players, a little bit slow, but okay, they got them there. Shotgun snap, backs out of it, gets a signal from the sideline. Better hurry up, Sunshine. You only got 8 seconds left. Hands the ball off, right up the middle, tripped up, and then tackled for, I'd call that a 2-yard gain. I'll call that 2 yards. Yep. 2nd and 8 from the Columbia 39-yard line. Hands the ball off right up the middle. Gained another couple of yards, and Harvard wrapped him up and tackled him. Should be 3rd down, and they're gonna give him 4 yards on that one. So 3rd and 4 coming up from the Columbia 43. Triple receivers right, single receiver left. Shotgun snap, rolls right, pass in the like a bubble screen kind of pass in the flat. Needed 4, I think he got 5, so that should be enough for a 1st down. No, they're calling him short, 4th and 1. Really? Yeah, he was a little short. He got blasted there pretty good. So 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. They're right at the 45-yard line. So they're going for it on 4th and 1. Or they're going to try and draw him offside. Nope. Play clock ran out. Delay a game. Now they called timeout. No, 4th and 1, they called it, burned a timeout because the play clock was running out. And they've gone to commercial. Florida's got the ball, 3rd and 6, back to pass. That wasn't even a good attempt by Richardson on that one. So got a turnover on defense. Offense does nothing with it. And it's 4th and 6. Gators are going to punt from somewhere, midfieldish. No, about the 40. They're 40. A&M player fielded the punt on a fair catch. So now the Florida defense got to do it all over again. And I don't know. You keep putting that defense out on the field, and it's not a very good defense. And you're only going to get 1 or 2 good series out of them. And it's like playing Russian roulette with that defense. Both games are in commercial. Columbia University in the city of New York in a combat zone. All right, here we go, guys. It's 4th and 1. Columbia on their own 46-yard line. I think they're going to go for it. Yep, they're going for it. Harvard shows blitz, backs out of it. Blitz again, and he got it. That wasn't even a really good short yardage defensive stand by Harvard. It really wasn't. Needed 1, he got 7, 6 or 7. I don't know why after that one play they sent both teams to the sidelines to have a conference or something. I have no idea why they did that. That just made no sense. Nobody called a timeout. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the Harvard 45. Shotgun snap, back to pass, delayed blitz. They picked it up, incomplete, over the receiver's head, out of bounds. Flag on the play. Personal foul, blow to the head. Harvard, of course. And coming out of the change of possession, the first thing that Florida does is give up a big pass play. Because why bother playing defense? About 9.5 minutes left in that game. Florida will find a way to lose this game. 1st and 10, Columbia after that penalty. Oh, tipped at the line and picked. First down, Harvard. About damn time that went the other way. All right. Harvard got the ball back. See who tipped it. It was a nose tackle. Went right off his helmet. Well, I think Florida just got a turnover. Florida is actually playing some defense today. I don't believe it. Harvard does a bad play. This is going to end up being a bad play. Looks like a sack fumble again. And not only did Harvard do a bad play, but they got a penalty on it as well. They started as like an end around and ended up with a tackle for loss and a holding, which Columbia declines because it was already a 10-yard loss. So instead of 1st and 20, it's now 2nd and 20. I mean, that wasn't even obvious. They didn't even try to hide the fact that was a hold. Anyway, handoff up the middle, breaks a few tackles, gets a big chunk of that penalty yardage back, or that loss back. Got about 7. He got 17? That can't be right. They're calling it 3rd and 3, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. Shotgun snap, back to pass, evading the road, trying to evade the rush. He kind of flipped the ball in the general direction of one of his receivers as he was falling out of bounds, and I guess he got away with that one. So that'll make it 4th and 3 and a punt for Harvard coming up. Yep, 4th and 3. Now in a heavily delayed call, and then now they're going to call intentional grounding. Who hired this referee crew? Helen Keller Incorporated? Oh, a bunch of slobs. Anyway, 4th and 12, punt formation. The punt is away. He did not call a fair catch, which was gutsy. And a really good run back to the Harvard 45. Meanwhile, Florida's got a 1st and goal all of a sudden. Well, last time they had a 1st and goal, they came away with nothing. So let's see if they could try not to waste this opportunity. That would be nice. We're waiting for change of possession at the Harvard game. Florida runs right up the middle, gets a couple. Oop, deep ball and picked off. Deep ball by the Columbia quarterback, picked off by Harvard at their 3-yard line or something like that. So a good run back on a punt wasted by a bad throw by the Columbia quarterback. He threw into double coverage. Anyway, good pick by the Harvard defense, but Harvard offense is now starting 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. So, okay. And a run up the middle that went nowhere. I guess you got to be fairly conservative down here. But I lost one, so 2nd and 11. And it's not like they're going to call something gutsy here and throw it out of your own end zone. So no, you're not going to get a safety on that one. It was where his forward progress was, and that was at the 1-yard line. So they're going backwards. Harvard is. So they'll end up, unless they can get a 3rd down conversion on a 3rd and 12, they're going to be punting. And Florida just wasted an opportunity to get a touchdown. So, because they can't run the ball, evidently. And Harvard tried to pass on 3rd down and 11 from their end zone. It didn't even come close to being complete. So on 4th and 11, Harvard is going to punt from their basically the back end of the end zone. Oh, 4th and goal, and Florida's going to go for it. Yeah, that didn't work out real well. They again didn't score, left points on the field again, and once again, Harvard can't cover their own punts, and 2 punts in a row. They let Columbia run it all the way back, or run it well in the back. And Napier on 4th and goal does a running play. You should have just taken the damn 3 points. Florida's going to lose this game because Napier just doesn't seem to be able to call a decent game for an entire game. So anyway, both games are in commercial right now. Checking my email. Nothing important. Wilkie, how you doing, man? Yeah, both these games that I'm keeping an eye on, I'm keeping an eye on the Florida game on my iPad, watching and calling the Harvard game. Both of these games are frustrating as hell, I'm telling you. Yeah, I hear you, Wilkie. You know, taking a day off to watch the football, it is, it's great. It really is. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up button for me. I'm one away from double digits. That would be kind of nice if I could get one other person in here and just click on that thumbs up button. Oh, good. Good for you. Glad you are early voted. Doesn't matter how you voted as long as you did it. Okay, we're out of commercial and the Harvard Columbia game. Harvard is up on Columbia 17-10. 8 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Harvard had to punt out of their own end zone. They punted away, didn't cover the punt very well, and Columbia has the ball in the red zone already. Pardon me. At the 13-yard line and just ran a play for 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 5, and now they're inside the 10-yard line. You got 4 receivers to the right in a bunch formation and 1 to the left. That should screw Harvard up real nice. Fade to the corner, overthrew everybody. And for once, the diva receiver from Columbia didn't scream for a flag. At some point, with only 4 minutes, 21 seconds left in this game is either got to end quickly for Florida, or they're relying on this piss poor defense of Napier's is going to bite them in the ass. You keep leaving points on the field like that. That's bad. Columbia quarterback incomplete, threw it behind the receiver. That was on a 3rd and 5, so 4th and 5. I think Columbia is going to do what Florida should have done, which is kick a field goal and, try to live to fight another day. So, field goal attempt by Columbia coming up. Kick is up and good. And on a 3rd and 10, Florida's defense fails them once again. Incomplete pass by the A&M quarterback, who is getting beat to hell in this game. I mean, what I've been able to watch of this game, they're just teeing off on this quarterback. This poor guy is really beat up. Most Ivy League games coached. The Harvard quarterback Tim Murphy is 3rd with 277 games. That's pretty impressive. Still waiting for them to Still waiting for the Harvard Columbia. Okay, we're getting ready to kick the ball off here. And the kick is away. And where does it go? Does it go out of bounds? Goes out of bounds. Oh, that's not good. That gives Harvard really good field position to start. Rogie said Texas A&M going to fire everyone, but Jimbo, they're going to force him to hire a real OC. Probably. And A&M just threw another incompletion. It's 4th and 10. And this poor quarterback has spent a good part of this game on his knees or on his back. And he looks like he's in some pain right now. Anyway, 4th and 10. See if the Florida defense can stand up one time. Nope, incomplete. A&M turns the ball over on downs. Harvard does a bubble screen, gets it out to the 37-yard line. Looks like a good pickup there on 1st down. Harvard needs to score some damn points. That's what they need to do. They need points on this drive because they're only up by 4. Handoff to their running back. Runs around the left side. Gets to the 40-yard line of Harvard. I don't know what down that was. Because I didn't put up on the screen. See, Florida's got the ball on the A&M 24. Handoff. Run. Out of bounds at well inside the red zone now, inside the 10. Harvard back to pass. Complete over the middle to the tight end. Gets down to the Columbia 48. Florida is 1st and goal at the moment. Would be nice if you put some points on the board this time. Shit for brains. Anyway, Harvard's lining up. Shotgun snap, hands the ball off instead. Fullback or running back does a nice stiff arm. Picks up a lot of yardage on that one. They're not putting down and distance on the screen at the moment, so I don't know what down it is. Even though this is an ESPN crew, it's obviously one of their 3rd level crews. Back to pass by a Harvard quarterback, complete, out of bounds at, looks like the Columbia 18. Nice run by Johnson. Looks like he got down to the 6, maybe the 5. So 3rd and goal there. Harvard lines up on the 20-yard line of Columbia. Handoff. Got blown up in the backfield. He had no chance. No chance. Minute and a half left in the Gator game. Run up the middle. Touchdown, Florida. About fucking time, too. Jesus Christ. Left 14 points on the field easily. Harvard quarterback back to pass. Overthrew his receiver. Was sort of open. Not bad, not bad. 3rd and 13 for Harvard coming up on the next play. Yep, Big Tube, that'll be ball game for Florida, fortunately. Well, they managed to squeak this one out. Let's see, 3rd and 13, Harvard in shotgun, back to pass. Quarterback pulls it back and runs it, trips, falls, well short of the 1st down. And there goes that drive, pissed away. Extra point for Florida was good. They're up 41-24 with 1:20 left in the game. There's a fan at the A&M game with App State colors on. That's funny. Harvard tries a field goal, and it's good. So Harvard has got their 7-point lead back. That's helpful. 3:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I mean, Florida won a game. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? Showing a lot of upset A&M fans leaving the game right now. Meanwhile, on the Harvard game, they're doing a PSA for Title IX, which was thrown into the shredder this past year or so because of the she swimmer that it's a guy pretending to be a girl to go from 474th in the nation in swimming to number 1 in the nation in women's swimming, stole all the glory and all the accolades and all the titles, and took Title IX, wadded it up in his hand, and wiped his ass with it. So Title IX means nothing now, boys and girls. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm a cisgender white male. I'm the focus of evil in the known universe. Whatever. So A&M put in their backup quarterback or something and took the other guy out. I mean, poor guy's going to be black and blue from what I saw. I saw a graphic that let's see, that A&M hadn't lost 5 games in a row since 1980. That's pretty bad. Jimbo's got some splaining to do. I mean, they're 3-6 now. I don't know that they make a bowl game this year. I got a graphic up here on the Harvard game. Last time Columbia won at Harvard was September 16, 1995. Average price of gas was $1.11 per gallon. Well, we know because of Pudd'nhead, it's now a hell of a lot higher than that, isn't it? Hey, I got 10 thumbs ups. That's great. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Well, I don't know. Maybe Florida is beginning to show some kind of minor semblance of a defense. I don't know. Anyway, the next game is at home against South Carolina, the Shamecocks. That should be interesting because the Shamecocks think they can come to Gainesville and win. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't know. Kickoff by Harvard goes out the back of the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Columbia 25, when and if they ever get around to it. All right, they're lining up to start their next drive. Let's see, got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun snap, hands the ball off. No, fakes the handoff. Quarterback rolls to his right, gets 1 yard. And that's it. And I think they'll do 1 play for Florida, take a knee, and go back to Gainesville. Stealing a win on the road. 2nd and 9 for Columbia. Drops back to pass. Throws the ball over the middle behind his receiver. And incomplete. Yeah. So that's ball game for the Gators. I'll take the win. Happy with that. Blitz coming from Harvard. They pick it up. Pass over the middle is picked off. It was a 50-50 ball, and Harvard got it. Nice job by Harvard to pick that one off. Now, let's see here. Let's see if I can find another game to look at. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Let's look at that one. Penn versus Cornell. Let's see how they're doing. Harvard back to pass. Ball is tipped, knocked down, incomplete. Let's see. Penn and Cornell are in the 4th quarter. It's 28-14 Penn. And Cornell just punted into the end zone. So not much going on there. Dartmouth and Princeton. That's another game we should care about a little bit. Harvard is 2nd and 10, runs the ball around the left side. Good and whole. And picked up the first down. So a 10-plus yard run by the Harvard running back gives them a first down. They're on the incomplete pass. They're on the Columbia 26. Incomplete pass on that one. So 2nd and 10 from the Columbia 26. So they're within at least field goal scoring distance. Let's see if they can put 6 points on the board. Hand off to the running back around the left side. He gets the edge. He's gone right. Okay. Got the edge, got out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So that should be 3rd and short. Nope, I'm sorry, 1st and 10. Okay, we need points, boys. We need points on this one. Okay, 1st and 10 from the Columbia 15-yard line. Shotgun snap. Hands the ball off around the left side, gets the edge, and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 13, maybe the 12-yard line. $13-yard line. So 2nd and 8 coming up for Harvard. The Dartmouth game has come out of commercial, and the Harvard game went into commercial. Another Title IX PSA, which means nothing. The he-she swimmer killed Title IX. But you'll never get the leftists to admit that. See, Dartmouth has the ball and throws an incomplete pass. It's Princeton and Dartmouth, I'm sorry. And Princeton is leading 17-7, and this game is actually deep into the 4th quarter. There's about a minute left. Oh, and they ran a play while they were in commercial. So they came out of commercial, and it's 3rd and 3 after that play. Oh, you interrupted a Title IX commercial for football. Oh, the feminazis will be very upset about that. Oh, they're going to have protests because of that one. I don't think Dartmouth is going to be able to come back on this one, but we'll just run. We'll let the game run. Did you know there are actually 4 Harvard players on playing in the National Felons League? Yeah, one on the Niners, one on the Bucks, one on the Seahawks, one on the Falcons. I'm impressed. See, 3rd and 3 from the Columbia 8-yard line. Fake the run, all day to throw. Now he tucks it, and he didn't even come close to getting the first down. I don't know what he was thinking. He only picked up a yard. Pathetic. So, field goal attempt coming up. Third quarter is almost over, about 15 seconds left. Clock is running. And snap the ball, dummies. Ball's down. Kick is up. Blocked. And Harvard leaves points on the board or on the field. Just a piss poor effort by Harvard all around on that one. Absolute waste of a turnover, guys. Absolute waste of a turnover. Didn't even block that guy. He just ran right through. We're in commercial for that game. Checking my email. Checking the scores too. Should check those. I know. Let's see here. Hey, Georgia Tech might win a game. Amazing. Let's see. Let's check the finals here, see if there's anything fun. Air Force beats Army. Western Kentucky beats Charlotte. Ohio State did hang on to beat Northwestern. North Carolina beat Virginia. Tulane beat Tulsa. Wisconsin beat Maryland. Minnesota beat Nebraska. God, Nebraska's a dumpster fire. Iowa beats Purdue. TCU beats Texas Tech. And Kentucky barely beats Mizzou. That's bad. Mm-hmm. Okay, still waiting on the Harvard game. They're showing a whole bunch of very not pretty women taking women's probiotic, which don't care about. So Harvard and Columbia is still a one-score game because Harvard could not be bothered to put points on the board when they had the chance. But that does put Columbia on their own 5-yard line. And that's a bit of a hole to dig yourself out of. It is now the start of the fourth quarter. Running play up the middle. It was going to be a tackle for loss, but Harvard and their egalitarian, the way they do things, didn't bother to tackle and gave the guy 3 yards that they didn't have to give him. Running play up the middle. Nope. Fake is going to throw from his own end zone, throw it out of bounds. Oh, and Dartmouth threw a TD pass with 17 seconds to go, and they're 17-13. So watch out for that onside kick upcoming. That should be a nice little twist to the Princeton game here. 3rd and 7 for Columbia. He's about to throw out of his own end zone. Goes deep. And I'd be surprised. I am shocked that's not pass interference by Harvard. He tackled the guy. They didn't throw a flag. I'm surprised. I really thought they'd throw a flag on that one. Everyone is saying, "Where's the flag?" Oh, there's one guy in Columbia, one black assistant coach is just hopping mad. I mean, he's jumping up and down like a 5-year-old. I know that Harvard defender was looking around saying, "There's no flag? Son of a bitch." Now there's a flag. What are they going to call the flag on? Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Columbia. Guess he must have said something. Well, that'll back him up a couple of yards, but it isn't going to matter. It's 4th and 7. The guy's punting out of his own end zone. All right, meantime, in the Princeton-Dartmouth game, we're about to get an onside kick here to see if Dartmouth can get the ball. And the piss poor camera work is going to make us miss the whole thing. Punt is away by Columbia, fielded on their side of the 50-yard line. Runner is still running. He finally got him. And the onside kick failed. Princeton's got it. 16 seconds left in the game. So that game's over. So Harvard's got the ball. 1st and 10 on the Columbia 33-yard line. Running play up the middle gets to the 30, where he is finally tackled. All right. Let's see if we can find another game to look at here. All right, 2nd and 7 by Harvard at the 30-yard line. Fakes the run, back to pass, right over the middle, wide open, all the way down to the 6-yard line. Flag on the play. Oh, Tennessee's up 3-0 over Georgia. Penalty was obviously on Harvard. Now it's 2nd and 17. Back to pass, got all day. Sidearms it down the sideline, incomplete. He probably should have tucked it and run it for something. Now it's 3rd and 17. I guarantee you an Ivy League offense has no plays for 3rd and 17. All right. Triple receivers to the right, one to the left. Fakes the handoff. Throws basically a bubble screen out in the flat and gets nowhere near first down yardage. He just gave up at that point. Fourth and 9. What you gonna do, boys? What you gonna do? No, field goal. Okay. Timeout, Harvard. Meanwhile, in the Georgia game, it is 3rd and 10. And they're inside the red zone. Look like they're on the 13. Harvard's field goal attempt is blocked once again, and this time the Columbia player has it and is running it. He's still running. He's going to try and score, I guess. He's not going to make it. No, it looks like Bennett actually ran that thing, and it looks like he scored. Anyway, the Harvard game went to commercial, and the Georgia game they're running replays to figure out if Bennett scored or not. I think he stayed in and hit the pylon with the ball, so I think they'll give that to him. Yeah, they gave him a touchdown, so There you go. And the extra point for Georgia is up and good. So that's it. The Mighty Might is trying to play like a grown ass man. Meanwhile, the Harvard place field goal kicker should lose his scholarship after this game. Kick him off the team. He's absolutely trash. Now, meanwhile, Columbia now has possession of the ball, 1st and 10 on the Harvard 40-yard line. So Harvard's left a lot of points on the board, and they might suffer for it, but not on that play. They lost 5 yards on a running play. They got blown up in the backfield. Just under 12 minutes left in the game. I gave him only a 3-yard loss. I guess that's the egalitarian nature of Ivy League football. Back to pass, over the middle, complete, and tackled more or less immediately. Looks like he picked up 10. Sorry, wrong marker. 10 yards. So it's 3rd and 3 now for Columbia on the Harvard 34-yard line. A stand right now would probably be nice, although I don't think they're going to get it from the Harvard defense. Back to pass, incomplete, no flags. That was a questionable throw over the middle. But Harvard defense holds. And let's see where in the field they are. They might try a field goal. I mean, their field goal kicker is kicking. Nope, they're going to go for it on 4th and 4. I guess they feel like it's not within his range. So 4th and 4, back to pass, over the middle, and caught. And that should be enough for the 1st down. Yep, 1st and 10. They're on the 29-yard line. Run play up the middle. Gain of 2. Second and 8. They're on the Harvard 27. Now under 10 minutes to play. Back to pass again. Very little pressure on the quarterback. He's going to tuck and run and get smacked at the 25-yard line. So he picked up 2 yards on that one. So 3rd and 6 coming up. Back to pass on 3rd and 6. Rolls to his right. Throws the ball wide open. Touchdown, Columbia. Touchdown because Harvard could not be bothered to play offense, and they have a worthless field goal kicker. And they just gave points away. And just terrible. I mean, Harvard is playing very, very badly right now. And if they do manage to pull this game out, it's going to be a lot of luck. Extra point is up and good for Columbia, and we have a tie game. Oh, flag on the play. Wait a minute. A couple of referees are standing around like they don't know what the hell is going on, which may be true. Looks like the penalty was on Columbia. So probably back them up 5 and kick it again. No, they're kicking off from the same place. They're doing a 2-point conversion? They did a 2-point conversion, and they got it. Harvard is just all kinds of falling apart today to an inferior team. Just bad tackling, bad coverage, bad tackling. And leaving 6 points on the field because their field goal kicker can't do anything right. So now Columbia is up 21-20 over Harvard. Now remember, this is a Columbia team that is winless in the Ivy League, 3-4 overall, and they're beating a team that's tied for second in the Ivy League. And this is not good. Meanwhile, the referees are standing around talking to people and talking to themselves. I have no idea what they're talking about. Anyway, now the referees have sorted out whatever the hell they were talking about. We're going to get a kickoff at some point. And the kick is through the end zone. And the touchback. So Harvard will get the ball on their own 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play. That'll be another 45-minute discussion. And whatever the flag was, they didn't bother signaling it. So anyway, they're into commercial now. Neil Patrick Harris acting like a moron for his boyfriend. I don't know. Still in commercial. Still in commercial. Showing a very nice overhead shot of the Charles River. Okay. That would maybe get to play some football here. That would be nice. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. Harvard looks like an absolute soup sandwich, but they have the ball, 1st and 10 on their 25-yard line. Fakes the run, goes over the middle, wide open, bobbles it, but catches it. Gets it all the way out to the 45-yard line. So a 20-yard pass, very nice, very helpful. And Harvard's going a little no huddle here. So 1st and 10, running play up the middle. Running back breaks 3, picks up I'd say 15 yards right there. The first down to the Columbia 40. So 2 big chunk plays back to back for the Harvard Crimson. Or maybe somebody lit a fire under their ass for once. Bubble screen out to the left. And good play. Picked up 3 or 4 yards. On fake the handoff, then kind of toss it out in the flat there. And the receiver got what he got. I don't know what that play was. The cameraman just absolutely went to sleep on that one. But evidently was from 2nd and 7 to 3rd and 4. So evidently whatever happened, it picked up 3 yards for Harvard. Running play up the middle, got blown up in the backfield, and he lost 3 yards. So should be 4th and 7 now. I lost 2 yards, 4th and 6. I guess they're going to go for it because obviously now you don't have a field goal kicker worth anything. No, maybe not. Well, somebody called a timeout. Columbia called a timeout. So there's a timeout on the field. Everyone huddles up and gets their drinky drinks. So Harvard's going to go for it on 4th and 6 because their field goal kicker is worthless. Back to pass. Rolls away from the pressure. He's got room, and he doesn't make it. Yard short. Instead of cutting it back in the middle of the field where there was plenty of room, he runs for the sidelines because that's what you do when you don't want any kind of contact. Harvard's going to lose this game because they just decided to stop playing the entire game of football on both sides of the ball. Running play up the middle by Columbia on 1st and 10. Picked up, looks like 2. Second and 5. He didn't pick up 5 yards. There is no way that was a 5-yard run. Whatever. Oh, now it's 3rd and 2. Clock is running. It's down to 5.5 minutes to play in the game. And Columbia has a lead, so they're not in any big hurry. Third and 2, they call it 3rd and 3 now. Now it's 4th and 1. They try to plunge play up the middle, and it didn't work. 4th and 1 inside their 45-yard line. Columbia is going to punt, and why not? Their defense has done pretty well. Harvard can't really breathe. Now down to 4.5 minutes left in the game. Each team has one timeout, so that's going to be an issue later. And now they stop the clock. Flag. Okay. Delay of game. Looks like a delay of game on Columbia. I should back them up 5. Yep, it did. 4th and 6 now. And the kick is away. Fair caught, or signal for a fair catch, and it went over his head, rolled into the end zone for a touchback. So 4 minutes, 17 seconds to go, and Harvard's going to get the ball back. And we go to commercial. And after it looks like about a 5-minute delay for review and all this other nonsense in the Georgia game, they upheld the call, which prevented a safety on the part of Tennessee. So Georgia did not get the safety that they were begging for, and wasted 5 minutes of time on it. And the end result is Tennessee's going to have to punt from their end zone anyway. So he's right on the back edge of the end zone. So this is not going to be a good kick. Anyway, I don't watch that game anymore. So shut that down. There you go. Okay, so the only game we're going to concentrate on is the end of the Harvard game, which not looking good for Harvard. Not looking good at all. But still a little bit of time left, and Harvard's going to get the ball. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Harvard sets up on the 20-yard line. 4:17 left in the game. 1st and 10. Heading left to right. They got to get some kind of score here or this game is done. Back to pass. Wide open receiver. Hits him for about a 25-yard gain. A 21-yard gain. Okay. Now, Harvard is evidently able to move the ball to a certain point and then screws themselves up. Or Columbia comes out with a decent defensive play. 1st and 10 again, fakes the handoff, pass out to the outside, picks up, I don't know, that might be close to first down yardage there. Right at midfield. So another first down play, or play that results in a first down, I should say. Right at the midfield stripe. All right. Now they call it 2nd and 1. Okay, back to pass all day. Now he runs out of time. Finds a receiver downfield to the left sideline, complete down to the 34-yard line of Columbia. So good deal. He kept the play alive with his legs for a little while. Found a receiver, picked up the first down. Keeps chains moving. 3 minutes left in the game. So 1st and 10 from 34-yard line of Columbia. Shotgun snap coming up. Motion. False start on Harvard. So back them up 5. And once again, managed to shoot themselves in the foot. So now it's 1st and 15 from the 39-yard line back to going to run a reverse. And nobody's out there blocking for him. And you know what? He didn't pick up shit. Maybe got 5 yards out of it. Nobody out there blocking for him except the quarterback. And a quarterback is not going to throw a block. He picked up 7, so 2nd and 8. So at least he got the penalty yardage back. Low snap, blitz, knockdown. See, a couple of good plays, and then they get a penalty, and then they shot themselves in the foot. And now they get behind in the count, and now it's 3rd down and 8. I guess you can look at this as 4-down territory. They got 2 downs to pick up 8 yards. Now you got 2 minutes left in the game. Now the clock is not your friend. Back to pass, blitz coming. He's running out of it. He's going up the middle. He's still on his feet. 4th down. He got 1. He got all but 1. So it's 4th and 1. So that's manageable, because Harvard is running the ball real well. And they're bringing out the field goal team. This guy's had 2 field goals in a row blocked, and you're bringing out the field goal team? Are you stupid? It's a 42-yard field goal from a guy who's had 2 kicks in a row blocked on a 4th and 1. Idiots. And he missed it. He doinked it off of the crossbar. That piece of shit should lose a scholarship, be kicked off the team. You cost your team the game. Oh, it's off the upright. It's off the left upright. Unfucking believable. I'm fucking disgusted. I'm not even waiting for the end of the game. It's 21-20 with a minute 17 left. This game is done. Thank you all for being here who was here. I do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, watching two games at once. This game was an utter fucking disaster. I rarely have I seen the Harvard coach get outcoached like that before, but he was completely outcoached. He had a 4th and 1 with a minute 20 left in the game. Easily makeable considering how well Harvard ran the ball all day. And he trots out a field goal kicker that has had 2 field goals in a row blocked and has no leg and doinks the damn thing off of the left crossbar. Absolutely fucking atrocious. That player should be kicked off the team. Anyway, this your boy, Celine Driver. At least Florida won. That's something. But it's your boy, Celine Driver. I'm signing off. See what I feel like doing next weekend for a stream. This one was disappointing. But thanks for stopping by, everyone who did. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.